Hello everyone, Danai here from Danai's Electrical Services, and in today's video I will be showing you how to wire a GFCI outlet. So this is our GFCI outlet, and what a GFCI means is that it's a ground fault circuit interrupter. So this outlet is a ground fault circuit interrupter, and the ground fault is when there is current leakage to ground, and that is very dangerous and can cause electrical shock. So this outlet will protect against that once there is that fault, right? I have quite a few videos about ground fault and ground fault circuit interrupter, residual current, and so forth, and I will try to list them in the description if I remember, of course. So today what I will be doing, I will be showing you how to wire this GFCI outlet, right? So let's just get right into it. We have our box right here. The box that we have is a metal or galvanized box, right? And this is the box that we will install this outlet in. This outlet is quite chunky, so there is not much working space, but nonetheless it can fit in it and fit okay, right? So this is our line coming in from source, right? But very important, on the back of the GFCI outlet you will see line and you will see load, right? It is very important where you connect your line and where you connect your load when it comes to this GFCI outlet, right? Let me explain why. The wire coming from your breaker, let's say the wire that is coming from your breaker, you connect it here to line, right? And then you have two more wire here, and then you connect those two wire from here to a regular outlet. If there is a ground fault on this breaker, which is a GFCI breaker, it will cause everything downstream, including this regular outlet, to trip. So once this outlet trip, it will cause everything that is connected on the load side to trip, even if it is a regular outlet that is connected there, right? So if you want to connect a regular outlet downstream, but you don't want when this GFCI breaker, but you don't want when this GFCI outlet trip, it affect this outlet, you have to connect that to line. So you have to have your line coming in and connect it here, and then you have a line coming from here to connect this outlet. So if you don't understand, I'll show you more as I get in depth with the wiring. So let's get to wiring. So I like to ensure that my metal box, well, it is the right thing to do. So I'm going to go ahead and ground your box. So my box right there, wire was already stripped, and I connect that to ground, right? Remember, this is the line side, and it is on the line side that you should connect your wire that is coming from source. So as you see, this one right here to the left says hot, or brown should be hot, so we're gonna connect our brown wire. It's always a bit difficult to get the angle for you to see what is going on and then video at the same time. So I'm going to go ahead and connect my hot wire here. This is not really the neatest connection right now, but video is running and I don't want to waste no time to get it to look neat. Then we're gonna connect our neutral wire, which is the blue wire. And if you check the correct labeling, it says this one here says hot and we connect our brown wire. This one here say white and we connect our neutral wire. And then we will also connect our ground to this green screw right here. And the color of the screw, I don't know if anyone knows it, but the color of the screw is normally color coded. So once you see a gold looking screw, that is the hot wire. Once you see a silver looking screw, that is the neutral wire. And the ground wire is normally a green screw. So yes, your screws are also color coded. For some reason, my wiring just feels crappy. My wiring feels crappy right now, but as I said, this is for demonstration purposes. And if I was wiring an actual GFCI outlet, I would ensure that it is way neater, but the video is running and I don't want to make this video too long. Okay, so now my ground wire is connected, and that is our GFCI wired, and I connect it to the line side. Right. If you want to connect another outlet downstream, right, it is recommended that you connect this wire. Let's say I have another outlet downstream, whether it's a GFCI, it's another GFCI outlet, or it's a regular outlet. You want to also connect that on the line side. If you don't want, when this GFCI outlet trip, it affects anything else, don't connect it on the load side. If you want it to also control or protect circuits of other outlet, then you will connect it on the load side. Very important, guys, very important. So let me run through that one more time. If you want other outlets, whether it be GFCI or regular outlet, to be protected by this GFCI outlet, then you will connect wires on the load side, right? If you want it to be, if you don't want this GFCI outlet to protect or affect other outlets downstream, you connect it on the line side. And that is our wire, and that is our wiring. That is basically completed. I'm just going to bolt this down and power it up and show you. Let me put my cover on this just to make it look more presentable. By the way, if your box is plastic or PVC, there is no need to connect your earth wire to the box. You just connect it directly to the switch or the outlet alone. Alright, so let me go ahead and power this outlet or GFCI outlet, and our breaker tripped. I don't know why it tripped. Let me go ahead and reset it and see if it will trip again. And now it's resetted. Alright, so our outlet is reset. If your outlet is working correctly, right, when you press test, maybe it's because it was the first time we are connecting this outlet wire trip. But if when you press test, your GFCI outlet should trip, right? And that is what you test to see if it is working correctly. So when it trip, you go ahead and reset it. We also have our GFCI outlet tester here that we can use to see if our outlet is wired correct. If we plug this in, if you see the two lights to the right hand side on, the label tells us that it is correct. You can also press this button here to test if it is working. So when you press this button, it will trip our GFCI outlet to tell that it's working correctly. You don't have to use this. You can also use the test button that is here, as we already stated. Press the test button, it should trip, and it tells you that this is wired correctly and also working correctly. So there you have it, guys. This was another video brought to you by Danai's Electrical Services, and this was a video on how to wire GFCI outlet. So for more videos like these, please feel free to subscribe to my channel at Danai's Electrical Services. Thank you, thank you, thank you.